Welcome back to the White Time channel. Today, the best songs finale. Yes,
I
finale.
think so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is our what is this part 5? I think this is
I
part
think
5.
yeah. I think
Yeah,
it's
this
5.
series went way longer than we thought it would, but it's been good stuff. It's just exhausting to do this many best songs videos, but we're here. We got the last couple. Got a lot of long boys in here, but you can check out the other 4 parts. They're on the channel. We got a wide range in this thing, so plenty of content in there for you. Definitely some picks that you'd expect to see in here, but a lot of surprises that popped up that were really great. So
Mm-hmm.
we'll see what we get today. Looks like we got a lot of singer-songwriter stuff at the beginning, and then we'll probably end with an obvious classic that needs to be in here. So stay
Okay.
tuned. Next week we'll be back with Elliott Smith,
XO.
XO. Yes. Alrighty. I guess we can just jump right in. Next is Feel You by Julia Holter. Again, no description, no anything. So
Wow.
we'll
Okay.
just dive in, I guess.
My first thought was there are so many days of rain in Mexico City, a good reason to go. You know I love to run away from Santiano. Can I feel you? Are you mythological? Years pass so quickly that I realize my eyes. The time change worked well. I had a good excuse for being late, but I pushed open the door. The room was empty, all the people gone. Am I heading toward you? It's a hard day. Can I feel you? Are you mythological?
Playing red saxophones. I see a flashing light. I'm blinded by the possibility.
Feel You.
I thought that one was pretty good. I like the harpsichord. That was interesting. And I thought that her vocal performance was also pretty unique. Just in that it was kind of like pop, 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 pop.
It's very
Very
sharp.
kind of yes, which I was a fan of. Um, yeah, I don't know if I would say it's the best song ever made, but I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah, I mostly agree. Yeah, that definitely sounds like an opening of like a movie where someone moves to a city and then it's like a love like romantic comedy or whatever. I kind of get that vibe to it, which is
Moving
fun.
to a hometown for
Yeah,
Christmas.
exactly. But yeah, I love the strings on it. I feel like her voice interplays with the strings very well because they're both kind of like pointy, but they're both very pretty. So it kind of gives this simulation of rain a little bit, which is really cool. I have not really heard of her at all. I feel like I've heard the name, but I haven't really heard anything music wise from her. But definitely interested. I kind of like the vibe of this.
Hmm.
I feel like there's always a itch that I want for just like some very like not cheesy, but just like over the top pop stuff. And
Sure.
this kind of meets that. So
You're a big
fan.
Carly Rae Jepsen
I
fan.
am a big Carly Rae Jepsen fan. Yes, last album was fantastic. Yeah. Alrighty. We're moving on. Talking Heads. This must be the place. This is by our friend Chase, friend of the show.
Good friend.
I try to think of something more obscure and cool, but the Stop Making Sense version is kind of the peak. And also, no one can cover it. Every single cover is terrible. A song so simple that all you have to do is play and sing it, but everyone wants to put their own spin on it and immediately ruin it. The song is brilliant on its own, but I also don't know of any other where it's so rigid in its simplicity that to add any flourishes to the melody make it cringe, pretentious, or bad karaoke. Hi, Jerry. That's how we ended the comment.
Hello.
So we have heard This Must Be the Place multiple times in these videos, but we have not done the Stop Making Sense version. So I am excited to hear what difference that makes, but the song is a masterpiece. So
I think it adds like a minute or two, if I remember right.
I think so.
So, yeah, I'm excited.
Here we go. I forget how much I love this song until I hear it again in one of these videos.
Yeah, it's so good. Yay! Great job.
This Must Be the Place.
I mean, that's just a great song.
Yeah, I mean,
It's like, yeah, I mean, what was the first time? I think it was the Summer Songs
Yep.
last year.
Yep.
We first played this song, and it's fantastic. I don't listen to it all the time. It's one that kind of sneaks up on me where it's like, I remember liking that song, and then I play it, I'm like, oh man, this is such a good song.
Mhm.
Why am I not listening to this all the time? So yeah, it's been a hot minute since I've heard that song, but I mean, I really like that version. It's fantastic.
Yeah, sounds really good as a live recording. I love the little solo at the end of the whatever the keyboard is, I think. I don't know, this song is just so timeless and like perfect. It's kind of crazy because like it's easy listening, but like the melodies are like intricate, they're unique, they're different. I also love that the band members like switched instruments for this song. That's why like it's the naive melody part is in the name because they switched instruments, so they're all playing instruments they're not used to, but it still comes together in this like a really cool, like I don't know, it's just really catchy. It sneaks up on you so quickly. Love how simple the lyrics are. I just feel like this is a song for like it's in the Summer Songs video, but I feel like this is just a real like a year long like timeless perfect song all the time.
Yeah.
I don't have much more to say about it because we've talked about it a couple of times on here already, but it is phenomenal. I think it is definitely one of the best songs ever written after, or ever performed, ever written, all of that after hearing it a couple of times in multiple of these videos. So I feel like my appreciation for it just grows every time I hear it. So very good
Very
pick.
good. Yeah.
Good job, Chase. He nails down what we usually will like anyways. So he's been on a roll.
This is true.
Okay, next, Do You Doubt Me Traitor by Lingua Ignota. This person did not do a write-up for this song, and that is just a really bad thing to do to someone.
Imagine
So-
if we didn't know anything about Lingwing.
Yeah, luckily I have heard Sinner Get Ready. I think it was her 2020 album or 2021, one of those two. Very heavy stuff, so I'm going to issue a trigger warning preemptively. Sexual assault, sexual abuse, that kind of stuff. I'm sure it'll probably come up in this song because it is a common theme throughout her music. I don't know much about this song other than that. I think this is from Caligula. Let me see. Yes. So I have not heard this one yet, but I am excited to listen to this one. So buckle up, I guess.
Okay.
Every vein of every leaf of every tree is slaked with poison. If you rise up to heaven, I'll turn the sun to blind you. Satan, 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 get beside me. Satan, 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 fortify me. All this is as cruel as I am. Remember how I loved you. Do you doubt me, traitor? And I don't eat, I don't sleep, I don't eat, I don't sleep.
Down to the wire. Do you doubt me, traitor?
Home is where I want to be. I know you put together this playlist, so I'm gonna blame you for that tonal whiplash.
Don't worry. There's a reset after this. I did this
Oh, okay,
intentionally.
perfect.
Yes.
Oh, okay, great. I don't have anything to say about that. You talk about it for a while now.
Yeah, that's not really a song you can review. I think it's a masterpiece. Hearing this side of her is very different because Sinner Get Ready is like, in a way, very ominously pretty. Her music to me is like the equivalent of like a Hereditary or Midsummer. It's very, very like kind of prettied and glossied up, but it's terrifying and it's gory
Visceral.
and it's visceral. So it's not songs you listen to every day. It's a very personal kind of dive into someone's trauma. But I think it's laid across like, I mean, it's just pure heart and passion and anger. And I love the way the instrumentation is slow. It gives you room. It keeps you on edge. And then when it does build up, it's just gorgeous. It's off the wall. I love the noise that comes in and backs it up and just creates a real like cramped atmosphere. And that's just something she does so well, is like playing with space. She knows when to kind of kick it on and when to leave it back. I remember Sinner Get Ready, the first track in that album is so quiet until about 9 minutes in, and like a piano just slams and you jump out of your seat because you're not expecting it. So it keeps you on edge. It really makes you feel what she's trying to portray in the music. But masterpiece. I don't think it's a song I'd ever listen to again unless I listen to this full record. Of course, I feel like the record will probably back it up more, just because it'll be sandwiched between two other pieces that could be wildly different than this. But fantastic.
That was the single.
That was, yeah.
You guys ready for my album? Check this song out.
Here you go.
Wow.
Yeah. Alrighty. Okay. We're back. We're back. Next one is my girlfriend's submission. This is These Chains by Midair Thief. I don't think we have too much to say about this one. We both love this song. She kind of put me onto them, and I dove into this album for a while and was like glued to it. So
Okay.
we'll just give it a listen. These Chains.
That was fantastic. Yeah, I mean that was like a total reset.
That's why I
More-
bumped that up a little bit. I'm like, ooh.
yeah. Yeah, no, that was really fun. Kind of reminded me of, was it Cornelius, that Phantasma record we did, that mic check song where it was kind of like, ooh,
Yes.
kind of fun stuff. In the middle section there, I'm like, oh yeah, this kind of reminded me of some of that. Um, but yeah, no, I thought that one was really fun and really light. I love how like they really took advantage of the time. It's like it's a 5-minute song. We're gonna go all over the place. It's like yes, that's what I love. Um, and so never got bored. Always just constantly changing, and I loved it.
Yes, yeah, I love that song. Texture is a big thing for me, and this song has all the texture you could ever want in a song. I love the switches between like electronic and acoustic, and all these different things just constantly happening. It feels like the song is like breathing and living and just flowing constantly, which is really, really, really cool. Super psychedelic. It's like relaxing but also energetic at the same time. I feel like this song just encompasses so much in it. The whole album is fantastic. This is definitely like probably the most off the wall song from the album. But I mean, the vibes are just absolutely phenomenal on this whole record. But yeah,
Yeah,
really, really, really good. That was a good reset. I think we needed that.
I think so.
Alrighty, back into the long boys. Let me find this comment real quick. Da, da, da. Nine Fly by I don't even know. Autotre? I'll go with that.
It's just sure, yeah.
It's one of the strangest yet well-produced pieces of music I've ever heard. It sounds alive as if the song breathes and reasons like a human, yet it's so alien, like the last song.
That's what you said.
Exactly. Despite the moving parts, this band demonstrates excellent control over the chaos, making it challenging but palatable. The quality and progression is unmatched. Well, you sold me with that, so let's give it a listen.
All right.
Nine Fly.
I'm sure that makes sense to someone, but I am not that.
It's not your
person.
favorite song? What do you mean?
No, I don't. I don't understand anything that just happened the last 10 minutes. It sounded like that one scene in Robots where they're
I was actually
showing
thinking that too.
the giant factory. Like they should be
That scene
playing
goes
this
hard.
song.
Yeah.
It does. I'm like, wow, that sounds exactly like what that scene felt. Which is maybe the highest praise I could ever give.
That's true. That's
a
true.
song. So I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like again, this is not like a song you listen to often, but it's one that I can admire from afar, because it does sound more like a soundtrack than it does like an actual piece of music. But it was really cool. I do agree that the production is really great. I love when certain groups just like, especially in this like more weirdo ambient techno electronic realm, just play with sound as its like very primitive like form. So I like how industrial it is. I like how the song is like a transformer to me. Like it never really holds a bass line, but it's in like an ever evolving beat, but you can't really pick out when it changes. It's very dynamic and fluid in like a very strange way. I'd have to listen to it a lot more to like actually pick out what's actually happening here. But definitely one of the more unique songs I've ever heard. Like it's definitely not for most people. I can definitely admire parts about it, but like not be like, yeah, I'm turning that on. Like that's my jam right there. But I do appreciate how like very inventive and weird it is. Like you could not make, I feel like they couldn't even make that song again if they tried. There's just so much happening there and it's really strange, but it gives a really cool vibe at the same time. So very nice. Alrighty. Let me find the comment for this one. This is last but certainly not least, might be the best on this whole thing, actually. We'll see.
Wow.
I'm
Even
trying
better
to-
than the one you submitted.
Probably, yeah.
Okay.
For me, the best song ever made is Shine On You Crazy Diamond by Pink Floyd. I consider both parts as one. We will do that as well. And then they said Lateralis by Tool, which we're not doing because Tool. But I'd much rather listen to Pink Floyd. I'm sorry. But we're going to do all of the parts as one, as God intended, because I don't think we'll have too much to say about each part individually. But you have not heard either of these.
No. I have
Okay,
just heard the
okay.
title track on Wish You Were Here. I have not listened to the whole record.
Alrighty then. Let's go.
Remember when you were young? You shone like the sun. Shine on, you crazy diamond. Now there's a look in your eyes and exposed in the light. Shine on, you crazy diamond.
Shine on You Crazy Diamond, part 1 through 9.
Oh, that was pretty good. I've never been the biggest Pink Floyd fan. I would say comfortably that The Wall is maybe one of the best albums of all time, but all of their other stuff that I've listened to, I've not clicked with pretty much at all. Like I've tried to listen to Dark Side of the Moon like 2 or 3 times, and I'm like, I don't get it. Um, but I thought that was pretty good. I can see why everybody loves those 2 songs. I know Bab Jab also really likes this album and cites these 2 songs as being some of the maybe one of his favorite songs of all time. So I get it, but I don't think it's entirely for me. But I'm not a huge prog guy, so yeah, that's me.
Yeah. Masterpiece, both of them. Some of the best songs ever made. It's funny because we get the intro and the outro of the album just like right next to each other, so we just like skip the little tiny songs in the middle. But yeah, just timeless. Just the song being a tribute to Syd Barrett, obviously, and his issues with like leaving the band because of mental health issues and drug abuse. And just the lyrics tying into it so incredibly well. They're so simple, but everything is just put across just beautifully. I love the psychedelic parts, but it's also bluesy and jazzy and spacey. It's just everything that you want. It's easy listening, but it's also like really in depth and just like beautiful at the same time. I feel like everything that needs to be said about this song has been said multiple times over. But I mean, it's kind of crazy because like this is sandwiched between like an impossible 5 album run and like it maybe it's like the best Pink Floyd songs ever, but I can't tell because like you go from Metal to Dark Side of the Moon to Wish You Were Here to Animals to The Wall, all within 8 years. It's pretty much unheard of. I think Animals still takes the cake as best Pink Floyd album for me, but this is a close second. I just love all the pieces to it. Like it's just very universal in the way that it's put across. I feel like people hold Queen up to a standard like this, and I'm like, I don't understand that when this for me is like that classic rock standard.
No, yeah, like Queen, I don't think their albums are particularly great. They just
no.
have really good. They have a good library of songs.
Right. Yeah, it's just after the movie came out, it's like people were like seeming to hold
people.
Queen to this standard, and I'm like, there's no way.
No.
I mean, they're good, but man, yeah. So absolutely phenomenal. I think it's a good way to end off this very long series that's been going on for probably like half a year at this point.
Not that long.
It feels like it. I don't know when the first one of these we posted was, but definitely a while ago.
Oh wait, well we did make this playlist in March,
Yeah.
so maybe it has been half a year.
It's been almost half a year.
Wow. I didn't think it was
March
that long.
27th was the first one. So
Wow.
yeah. But thank you for everybody who submitted. I know there was a couple extras in there, but those were submitted after our deadline for it. So sorry. There were a lot of good submissions after the fact though. Yeah. We'll probably do another one of these things eventually. It won't be as, grand, as big as this. We'll probably narrow it down to like 20 something songs instead of whatever is in this playlist, 36, not counting the one we did on YouTube or 2 that we did on YouTube or whatever we did.
True.
But yeah, very good. Very good. I don't think we'll do a tier list or anything with this. There's too many and it's been too long to like really have thoughts ready to go. But we'll do another one of these eventually. But next week we'll be doing Elliott Smith.
XO.
What is it? XO. I keep forgetting which one we're doing. So stay tuned for that. We'll do more sad boy music. And then we'll see what comes from that. But
I don't know.
Who knows?
Subscribe and find out.
Haha. Listen to our podcast and find out. We won't tell you. But you can listen anyway.
You can listen to our podcast anyways. Wait, is this gonna come out? This next podcast is gonna have a great theme. I
Ooh.
like to watch movies with a theme.
Ooh, okay.
And I
I'm excited
said
for
what
this.
it was going to be last week, and then I changed it.
Oh, okay.
So it's gonna be great, and I really want to hype this up so that everybody gets excited. So that
I'm excited.
yeah. There's got to be some build up here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
So
do that. We also have a Twitter, I think, still.
it's
don't know how
there.
much it's-
I don't tweet
okay.
on it very much, but it is there.
It is there if you care.
People still do follow it.
Oh, okay.
So thank you for that.
Cool.
Sometimes I tweet if there's something funny, but it isn't like I hold myself to a standard or anything.
Yeah, it used to be like one banger a day. Now it's not. So
No, but that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
Can't force it.
no, bangers don't come artificially. I gotta just
That's right.
natural. Yeah.
Right.
Thanks for watching. If you've made it this far, I know 2 of you have at least because you tell us when you make it this far, and then we're like, "Oh my god, I made it this far." So do that again if you want, or don't. I don't care. I'm tired. See you next week. Sayonara.